Hello. Hello, welcome, greetings. It's Feng Shui Friday for March 7th, and it is the first Friday of the month, which means Oracle card readings. Thank you for joining us. Oh my goodness. We always get, no, you don't necessarily know. I retract that. We always do, though, refer to the Feng Shui Personal Paradise card deck by Tara Catherine Collins for our theme of the month. And in this case, that is where we get the cards from that come up for each of you. And you said earlier, Anita, we had three already go, pick me, pick me.
Yeah, and I'm just checking to see. Just give me a moment.
Okay. Well, I had two fly out, so whoever the first person is for me, apparently they get those two. Why do I get comfy before we set up? Because I know the cards are always going to fly all
Gonna
over the
fly out
floor.
and go on the floor.
So what are you doing?
Okay, so we have Dell would love a card, Lee wants a
Perfect.
card, and
Okay.
Chantel wants a
And
card.
Chantal. Nice. Okay. Well, who was the first one you said? Delmain. Okay, so I guess these two are for Delmain.
Okay, and I'm just gonna let's see. I'm just gonna go over here. Just do another
I'll
shout out.
keep talking. Thank you for joining us early because
Oh
we have
yes, we gotta tell them why.
we have
Why
a
are we
jam-packed
early
day.
today?
We have a jam-packed day coming on today because right after this, and we'll put the link below because there's still time to register, is the 40 over 40 summit. It actually started yesterday. I hear it was a spectacular day. And it's going to
Mhm.
continue today and then tomorrow. And this is a free summit with
Free.
a boatload of gifts and prizes. So we're going to put
Oh,
the link below. You can register and then hop on. We're going to be on at 9:30 Mountain Time. Yay!
that's why we had to come here to all of
Yay.
you earlier.
Yes. Ooh, okay. Well, there's the second card for whomever, or a first card for whomever. I'll do one more card and then I'm going to step aside.
Okay, well, and I'm gonna see what Chantel needs to know today.
Okay, perfect.
And then you can do Lee and Dell.
And Dell, yeah.
Yeah, so Cheryl said we have a jam-packed day. So 40 over 40 we'll be doing at 9:30 a.m. live. We'll put the link here. If you haven't registered, you can register still. And then at 12:20 Mountain Time, we are going to be on Empowerography Live 2025. That is a 2-day event. And that one, I believe we still have one ticket, actually, Cheryl, right? If somebody wanted to attend free. If not, then the cost is, what's the cost? $20 Canadian. But again, every speaker, there are 58 speakers on Empowerography Live. And each speaker has donated or given up a prize of some sort. So, I mean, it's guaranteed that if you show up there, you're going to get like a $300 or more, um, offer. Anyways, so lots of exciting things. And of course, tomorrow is National Women's Day. So we want to celebrate all you beautiful women out there. Hashtag live if you're joining us live, hashtag replay. Okay, well, I'm going to still shuffle here for Chantel.
Ooh,
Cards
what
are
excitement,
cards are not
lady.
coming out real fast, so
What
we'll see what.
excitement, what excitement, what excitement. All of this energy has been building and building and building and building, and now it gets to escape into the areas of all those lives that you will never know you've touched. How exciting is that? Oh, we are We are delighted to join you today. And for the first person, Dalmain. Greetings, Dalmain. Beautiful, beautiful, artistic, creative woman that you are. Two cards come for you. The first one is number 41, secondary entrances. And we have had this conversation. Let me digress. You have had this conversation with the Anita and the Cheryl before, but we want to look at this in a different aspect. And the second card is number 31, Master Bedroom. We have a 41 equaling 5. And the 31 equaling 4 is a 9, which, dearest Dalmain, is time for completion of the cycle that you have been in. Are you ready for that, dearest? For you need to understand, and we believe you have had a hint of it, a glimpse of it, that you are manifesting quickly, very, very quickly. So let us talk about this secondary entrance. And by that which we mean in your home that you are currently in. Now we know all the background history. It is okay. There is no reason to go into explaining why it is used most commonly. What we want to address is the accessibility and the invitability for the energy flow to come into it. We also want to address the entrance into the master bedroom. And by this, we mean the entrance into your bedroom, goddess, for you are part of a household. And this is about you and about your energy and about the entrance into your domain. What is blocking the flow? Only you can answer this question, dearest. And you might say, but nothing is in front of the door. We want you to look at this from a different perspective. The domain into where you sleep is an intended purpose of relaxation, rejuvenation, and romance. And when we put out into the universe, out into our auric field, out into the quantum field, the desire to have improvement in any one of those areas, you see, it needs to come from our heart and our head. So when those two things are in alignment, it comes out your mouth, your throat, dearest, your throat chakra. In this case, is acting as a secondary entrance. And what are you speaking? For your heart might desire a partner. Your brain might desire relaxation and romance, and it is potentially not open to a partner based on past instances. Now you've got a combination of the two, that is what is coming out between these two lips to the universe. What we mean by that is in one breath you may say your desire. Oh, I want a relationship. I want someone in my life. And then the next sentence is, I'm so busy, I don't even have time for me. This is what we want you to become aware of, dearest. When these two are in alignment, and your throat chakra and what you speak is in alignment, then it flows out without any hiccups, without any reverberation and blockage, which just redirects it back to you. We hope this makes sense to you. We know that there is a part of you that goes, good point. We love you, dearest. Now, for the Li, we have number 6, lighting. and number 15, front entrance. And I would like you to look at this very closely because 6 is a 6 and 15 equals a 6, which is a master number, 6, which means you got a little bit of a rolly bottom right now. And we do not mean the bottom you refer to. We mean that things are going on in your life and you are rolling back and forth between a decision or
Mm.
rolling back and forth in indecision. Dearest, your masters, your guides are talking to you. Becoming quiet, putting the spotlight on your heart, on the silence, taking the mental pros and cons out of the equation, for they are the ones adding confusion. Get quiet and spotlight your heart when you are trying to make a decision. When it comes to the front entrance, take a look at yours. Physical front entrance of your home, of your location. What are you inviting in? Is it a clean, empty, blank slate? Or are you inviting in joy? Are you inviting in peace? Or is it a chaotic obstacle course? For whatever you are inviting in, dearest, you are allowing to create that rolly bottom back and forth, which adds to the indecision. Dearest beings of light, as always, we are thrilled to join you. And we do hope all of you realize that these messages are never specifically for the person. There is information for each and every one of you, including your two hosts, shall we say, of Feng Shui Friday, the Anita and the Cheryl. What are you all inviting in? Namaste.
Mm. Wow, wow, wow. What beautiful messages. And of course, it's always exactly the way it's supposed to come out and jump out. I just want to add a little bit for Dalmain and
Hmm.
for Lee, and then I'm going to do the cards that came up for Chantel. So, Delmain, what I got for you is that you are being invited to be the master of your life. You are a master. You need to step into you are a master. And there is something secondary that you've been putting your attention on and haven't been stepping into your mastery. So these cards are just inviting you to look at what that secondary thing is that you've been putting your attention on that, has been holding you back from claiming your mastery.
I love
Woo,
that. Woo!
goosebumps, goosebumps
Yeah.
everywhere. And for Lee, wow, 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 wow. The universe has knocked on the front door, uh, has shone the light. The path is clear. All the signals are there, and it's about your fear. Let go of that fear. You just trust. And those cards add up to a number 3, which is a catalyst. So yes, this is a big hell yes for you, Lee. Whatever it is, it's a hell yes
Oh,
in my books. Anyways,
love it. I always love the additional insight that you add. I remember bits and pieces of what the channel says, or the energy, or whatever you want to
yeah.
call whoever comes through me. But I don't remember all the details, so I love it when I can come out and hear what you've add to it, Anita. Thank you.
Mhm. Well, and Chantel, let's see. We got the card number 7, mirrors, mirror, mirror on the
Oh, reflections. Oi.
Ooh, and 13, affirmational belongings. So again, that mirror is being able to, a couple of things, right? Being able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I love you just the way you are. You're beautiful. You are magnificent.
Mhm.
You are. You are everything. You already are. Okay. So it's that reflection. And then it's also an opportunity to look and see, what's showing up in your life, what's being reflected back to you. And sometimes that can be in your home environment, right? What's being reflected back to you. And then there's no coinky dinky that the affirmational belonging card came in. Because sometimes without our knowing, we hold on to things that are subconsciously keeping us stuck in a pattern, keeping us stuck in a
Mm,
belief, keeping us stuck somewhere. And for example, you could have a picture that, maybe doesn't have a great memory associated with it. Your subconscious has a snapshot, a blueprint of everything that has ever happened to you in your lifetime, every experience, every thought, every feeling. And when we hold on to things that affirm or reaffirm um, an emotion that is disempowering, a thought, a belief that is disempowering, believe it or not, those are affecting you day in and day out without your conscious awareness.
mhm.
So look at your possessions a little bit differently through your feng shui eyes and ask, what are they affirming? What are they anchoring in place that I no longer allow or accept or want to have in my life?
Yeah.
Right? So those are some great questions. And then the cards, the numbers themselves add up to a number 2. And number 2 is about partnership. It's about, and again, sometimes we can look in the mirror and see, the partnership with yourself is the greatest partnership you can have to start
Mhm.
with. And then it's allowing someone else to support you, to help you. It's about asking for help. Sometimes that's really hard to do, right? The other message I'm getting with affirmational belongings is when we hold on to things that are in disrepair. And I know Cheryl and I are going to talk about this on the summit that we're going to be going on here shortly. Again, items in disrepair affirm that, what, it's good enough. Oh, I'll just settle. I'm just going to make do. And then what's that self-reflection? What's that coming back to saying you're not worthy?
Mhm.
When in fact, you are worthy. You are everything, you are enough. Whew, wow.
Yeah, the
What a
reflection is
card reading
really
today.
the reflection in Chantel's cards is the biggest message in that. But I also want to say that her two cards together total 11. So
Oh,
we've actually had two master cards.
no, it's 13 and 7 is 20.
No, no, no. So 7 and a 4.
Oh, 7 and a 4. Okay.
Another
And
master
I'm adding
number.
them up.
So
I'm adding them up the other way,
yeah,
13,
exactly. I do
7.
them individually and then I bring the cards together after that.
Okay. Well,
But
you go. There you go.
right,
Okay.
so we've got masters with us today, ladies, and every day, and they're talking to you.
Mhm.
So I think significance here, it doesn't happen often that we have two masters. And if all the cards together would have totaled a master number, I'd have gone, holy crap.
Yeah.
They didn't in the way I do my numbers, but
Right.
that's okay. It's okay because they're always around us. They're always with us. And when we can sit in the silence, and it only needs to be a few minutes. Maybe it's to go outside, and I've gotten a lot of messages lately about hugging some trees because the trees are communicating. They have their underground communication and their above ground communication. And we fit in the middle there, right in the heart of the tree.
Mhm.
So if you have the opportunity when you're outside, and here is a really tough thing for us to do as humans, because we think somebody might see us, somebody might judge us if they see us hugging a tree. Well, truthfully, what is the difference between hugging a tree and hugging a child?
Mm.
They might judge us if they see us hugging ourselves. Well, that speaks more about them than you. So it's not about what other people think. I want to take you back to, excuse me, if you have the opportunity today, and I would highly recommend you make time to do it. Not always possible, I totally get that. Go outside, go out into nature. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Maybe it's even at night, and then nobody will see you. It doesn't matter. The trees don't sleep. And just wrap your arms around the tree and ask it what it's telling you. And it could be quite simply silence.
Love it. Love,
We
love,
don't
love
we
it.
don't allow ourselves, so even us here, we're trying to make sure we're constantly talking, that we can't even have a moment of silence. We designate one day of year for one moment of silence. How sad is that? Anyway, off on a tangent there that I didn't plan on going on to. So, alrighty then.
It was meant to be. I love silence. I absolutely love having silence around in
Mm,
my life.
me too. Me too. I will do my best to often sit just in silence, to take
Yeah,
whatever I'm doing, walk out of
even
my office.
when the grandkids come over, and we're eating or something, I'll tell them, "Oh, you have to turn off the TV," and then I'll just stop for a moment and say, "Listen, do you hear that?" And then they go, "And there's nothing." I said, "Doesn't that sound beautiful?" And they kind of, right? It kind of gets them in the
So
moment.
you're continuing to shuffle. Were you pulling a
Well,
card
I
for
was just
everybody?
thinking that we might need one more card for the
Yeah,
collective
for
because
the collective.
have,
Yep,
we
yep,
still have a little bit
absolutely.
of time. So, oh, of course. Okay, which one just jumped down there? Let's have a look.
I'm gonna laugh if it's
Right, we
nature
always have to pick
objects.
them up off the floor. Well, look at that. Health and family. Oh, yes. So
Oh, what's the number?
the number is 46, which is a one.
Oh,
Uh,
so there we go back to a six total for all the cards. That's funny.
okay. So health and family area of your home, right? If you want to strengthen your physical and emotional health, you want to look and see what's being reflected back to you in
Mm,
that area of your home. If you want to improve your performance in sports or exercise, cultivate social and family of choice, right? So if you want to step into, doing your own Feng Shui Fridays or something, if you want to heal your relationships with your family, ooh, that's always a big one,
yep,
relatives. And if you want to develop your inner strength, your honesty, and your forgiveness, health and family area. And Cheryl. I don't think I'll share it with you all on this page in a little bit. Um, I recently, through our 21-day decluttering program back in January and February, we ran back-to-back ones, and
and
I
we're
had
doing it again starting next week.
I'd committed to going through the whole main floor of my home. And so I, moved some things around. I really looked at things consciously, said, do I love it? What's it reflecting back at me? And I had a very large picture hanging in my health and family area of my home. And I took it down and donated it. And then there was something that I wanted, I had in my mind. and I found it online, but it was like, 200 bucks or something. I thought, ah, heck, I can make that. And so I made my own picture
Oh, cool.
being in the health and family area. And I absolutely love it. I love it.
Yay.
It's beautiful. It's exactly what I wanted. And I've infused my own love into it. And I'll show you all a picture of it here
Oh,
shortly.
I love
Um,
that, Anita.
yeah,
I'm going to talk about the numbers, and then there's one really important number that we need to touch on when
okay.
I finish this. So,
Okay.
um, as always, I refer to double digitology, Marin Harper, Joy Roby, and all the numbers total to six. Just saying. And we were talking about, I remember them talking and laughing about the rolling bottom. But here's the thing, the six is interesting because the shape of it is pregnancy, expectation of developing ideas. And I know they said something to Delmain about manifesting quickly. So, what are you manifesting? What are those ideas? The 6-6 energy is of unconditional love. And you talked about and touched on that with Chantel. Developing balance, we talked about that. The 666 accommodates such a power-filled unconditional love that historically the Christian church created fear around the 666, calling it the mark of the devil, because the church leaders, and I apologize to any of you that are Christian, you might not like this, so turn it off, knew that if everyone in their realm would feel that unconditional love, they would have no need to go to a church or give their money to a church.
Mm.
Therefore, they, the religious leaders, interpreted it as the Antichrist. And they knew it was the opposite. The frequency of most people, we're not going to read that. Okay, that'll just add. But the 666 is about ending a cycle devoid of love. It carries the love frequency.
Hmm.
Now, that's the card numbers for today. So there's a whole bunch of love for all of you.
Mhm.
But the number that I wanted to talk about right now to wrap this up is the number 4. Because as of today, this is our 4-year anniversary.
Oh, really? Today? Oh, it is.
Feng Shui Fridays. Wow. Episode 208. A 10. New beginnings, my friend. New beginnings. So you might see a few changes to this page. Hmm,
Okay.
what do
Okay.
we have up our sleeve? Well, stay tuned. And
Ah,
the top of the
yeah.
hour.
Wow, wow, wow. What
Happy
a
anniversary.
what a heart-filled day.
Yep.
Um,
And we're
I
just getting
had
started.
something, but it kind of left me when you started saying that this was our anniversary. It's like, oh yes, I know. Um, what did Lee Harris say recently about the energy of this month? It's about that one step forward,
Two
two steps
steps forward, or
back.
no, 2 steps backwards, 2.5 steps forward.
Right. And so the energy, might not be moving as quickly as we like in a certain area. And it is that time for, like you said, balance, to hug
Yeah.
a tree,
Yeah.
to be in some silence, and just know that everything is still moving forward. It
Hmm.
just may not be moving forward fast enough so don't get stressed out about it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
All
what I
right.
want.
Have yourselves a fabulous week. Thank you for joining us. And
Yes, and
hopefully
watch
we
for the
will,
links. Watch
yes,
for the
hopefully
link.
we will see you on the next summit, 40 over 40, or later today, Empowerography Live. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye. Bye bye.